Hey, my name is Bill, and today I want to show you how to make perfect hummus. I don't know if you've ever tried it. I mean, I've tried it a bunch of times, and I can't get it smooth. It always has like a grittiness to it. So I've been looking around for some recipes, and I think I found one that works out pretty good. It's probably about the best, and unfortunately, it's a little bit of testing to get it right. You need to, add carefully, like water, and I'll go over that. But you really have to just get it to the consistency that you like, and you want to just keep it really kind of light. And we're gonna beat the heck out of it in my ancient food processor. But we really want to. This recipe is easy to make perfect hummus, and we'll talk about how we can dress it up. So the first thing is, I've got a pot on the stove that has a can. Oh, look, it's ready. A can of chickpeas or garbanzo beans. It's the same thing. That I rinsed really well, and I threw them in a pot. Make sure you got enough water on them because they're going to swell. And the key to it is it has half a teaspoon of baking soda. The baking soda is really going to break down the chickpea, and it's going to change that texture. So these have been boiling for 20 minutes, and now I'm going to strain them. And I want to rinse them really good with cold water. So I'm going to get some cold water running here, and I'm going to get them rinsing and set aside, and we'll start processing the whole thing together. So let me grab my pot. They look really good. They did swell like they're supposed to. And just right now, I just want to get the temperature down with some cold water. And then what I want to do is I want to let these drain. One of the ways of making that really easy, toss around here a little bit. They're a little delicate right now, so I don't want to toss them too much. But I'm going to let them sit in here because that's like the last, the later step is getting the garbanzo beans or chickpeas into the mixture. All right, in here, really simple. I have 2 cloves of garlic, a 1/4 cup of fresh squeezed lemon juice, don't use bottled stuff, and half a teaspoon of salt. You want to do this ahead of time because you want the flavor of the garlic to mellow in the acid of the lemon. So that I did 10 minutes ago, so it's been sitting for 10 minutes. So it's good to go. So next what I want to do is dry my hands. I have, let's take the lid off. I have half a cup of tahini, which is just ground sesame. It smells like peanut butter to me. And when you buy tahini, it really is usually separated, and it took me forever to get this mixed into a smooth consistency. So I wasn't just getting all this oil off the top. And because it's really hard to get it all out, I do recommend a little extra in the measuring cup because you're gonna lose some, and you definitely want that whole half a cup. That looks so much better. comes in really, really handy. Now the trick. I get this to work. So I want to keep this, I want to whip this up so it's nice and creamy. Pretty good. Looks excellent. Let me just check, see if I need to scrape the sides down. Go ahead. Alright, so I'm going to get it on again, and I'm going to drizzle in 2 tablespoons of ice water. For this, I just took a measuring cup with ice and water. When they say you need ice water, you need ice water for just about any recipe. I see it all the time if people like try and take tap water. You really need to have ice cubes floating in there and measure up and pour it in at the last minute. So I'll get this thing going again. I can turn it off. Now I can see in here that the consistency, the tahini was really kind of thick when it mixed. Now I can see in here that we definitely have a good consistency. I need to once again check consistency. Just have a couple little spots where it's thick. Get it mixed in again. Oh yeah, perfect. Much better. Now what I'm going to do is I want to, there we go. Now what I want to do is I've got the water in there and I want to get my chickpeas in and some ground cumin. I have half a teaspoon of ground cumin. Just going to throw it in here. And before I dump the chickpeas, I just want to make sure they're cool enough and they're dry enough. It's already smelling good. Just want to get this going again. This is going to take a little while, and we're going to probably stop and scrape the sides down again. I know you can't hear me over this thing, so I'm going to start it again. It's definitely changing consistency. It's looking really good. It's looking really smooth. But what I need to do is I need to drizzle in a tablespoon of olive oil, and then I'm just going to keep an eye out because I need to probably add a little more water. You can add up to another 2 tablespoons of water just to get that consistency. So I want to get this running, and I'm going to pour in a tablespoon of olive oil. I like the consistency. This is kind of what I would expect in the store. This is got a really nice light color to it, which is a sign that the chickpeas really were macerated, really minced up well, and the garlic I can smell, and the cumin. So we have a really good start to this. And now it's just the patience of, I want to probably add another tablespoon of water. I'm going to show you. As you can see, it's nice and creamy, but it's a little, probably a little thick. But it doesn't taste really good. Is that it will change consistency and taste a little bit as everything kind of homogenizes together. Obviously you can do this ahead of time. It'll stay for a week in the fridge, but before you serve it, you definitely want to make sure you get it back to a room temperature. So I want to make a final check of consistency and see where I'm at with taste. So a lot of these tastes are really going to mellow because of the chickpeas. Don't stick your finger down there, that blade's really sharp, even when it's off. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm pretty happy with the consistency, and my expectation is I want a little more flavor out of this. So I'm going to add just a pinch of salt and about a tablespoon of lemon juice, and that's going to thin it back down a little bit more, because I know when I refrigerate it, and I can see where I first was scraping, it's a little thicker. That's the first, and now my final process is really the consistency I want, but it is going to thicken a little bit in the refrigerator, even after it comes back out to room temperature. Let's clear it off. Tastes really good. Again, like I said, I just have a pinch of salt and about a tablespoon of see if I'm right or wrong. Consistency is really improved. You can see it kind of almost comes right off this spatula. I can definitely see it's like a peak. It is so smooth. I've never been able to make hummus as good as this. The garlic's really coming through, and I think the extra lemon juice really helped that, because I was not really getting all the garlic flavor that I wanted in the beginning. But this is perfect. So let's get this. I've seen people cut themselves with these things. I don't want to be one of those people. I actually had a recall on these blades in my lab because I had this almost 40 years. And believe it or not, they had to find a replacement and send it to me. Just clear a spot here. This behemoth out of the way. Now you can really see that the consistency and how good it looks. This should make just about 2 cups. Like I said, you really have to kind of play with the amount of water. I think once you do it, you feel more confident, and it really has to do with how much absorbs into those chickpeas from the baking soda. This is so fluffy. It just looks so good. I'm trying to make you really hungry, but that would make you watch me dish this all up. I just want to show you how we're going to finish it. Spatula here. This will be my lunch today. Alright. So basically just want to kind of make it look pretty in here. You can use any kind of dish. Once we get all smoothed in here, cut a little pattern in here, because we're going to be just like the ones you can buy in the store. So that's the trick. Just like you buy in the store, you can put hot chilies that you processed on it on top, you know, like in the center, like they would show. You don't want to go overboard. I like to use like olives that I've just minced really well and put them in there. But just to get the real flavor of this, you can mince some parsley, Italian parsley, or I just love to take some really good olive oil, and we're just going to make a little drizzle pattern in the middle. You can do this right before serving, so I'm just going to let it drip in there. Just make some little drips on the top here. That's all there is. That is absolutely the most beautiful hummus you could ever have. Please try it. Don't be afraid of it. Like I said, it might take you a couple times to get used to how much water it takes to get that consistency right. But after you've made it a few times, this will become one of your favorite things, and people will not believe how good this is. And this tastes 10 times better than the store-bought stuff because there's nothing else in it. It's no preservatives, nothing extra. I really want you to enjoy this. Please comment, please subscribe, and let's have a good time eating this. Have a great day.